Make sure it's children. Yeah, make sure there. Making sure. Oh. It's all about pockets. It's funny to say without that. And we already got this. And you put my. What paper? The thing I read? Oh, okay. Oh, the public comment.
Yeah.
No. Not.
Yeah, I'm planning for it to go up.
It's so long. It's been a long time.
It really has been a long time.
You just missed us. It's been a month since we saw each other. It feels like it's been.
Don't think it's been longer than that.
You're right.
Oh, you're.
Now. That would be why I actually. That was impressive. I like it. This how the year's gonna start about it.
Oh.
Girl, go here. Sorry. Water that we're Don't didn't see you do that again. And then look like a wet dog.
You can, and I don't want to lose. I still look at the. You may have a pen.
We had this discussion already.
Straight, or special pens.
There's still a special one right now.
Mine has, H&K has some pens.
You're like, I'm like, oh, that's not in my thing. Okay. Okay, sorry. Hello, hi.
Switch my, hold on, let me switch my. Like that. Okay.
Yes. First one.
I'm gonna bring the Grand County School District Board of Education regular board meeting to order. It's Wednesday, July 29th, 2026. It is 5:18. This meeting is held in person, available via Zoom, and will be on YouTube tomorrow. It's not being live streamed on YouTube. Laura Lee, Melissa, Kathy, and Dave are present. Jenna is absent. Superintendent and business administrator are here. It's been a while since I've had meetings, and I don't remember how to do it. Let's see, if you are here to speak to the board, please fill out a speaker card and pass that up to Nishay. And please put your phones on vibrate, silent, or off. And let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. Mary, will you lead us? Thank you.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, mission statement. Laura, do you have that up?
Yeah, well,
Gabe,
I don't know.
oh, you know it? All right.
Our mission is to put each student first everybody.
Awesome.
I was eating.
All right, we have an announcement that the proposed budget for fiscal year 26-27 includes a proposed property tax rate increase. I.e., you would see that on your bill that you use them. And we have to say that every meeting till we have it,
Yeah, I don't
but you're not. doing
need to
anything.
read my statement because we're not discussing budget.
Okay, so we're not, yeah. All right, approval of the agenda. Is there a motion?
No, I move we approve the agenda as presented. Sorry.
Their second?
A second.
Dave Burchard makes a motion, Laura Lee Green seconds. All those in favor of approving the agenda, say aye. Aye. Aye, that passes 4-0. Public comments. See none. You guys all look familiar. Okay, next, information and discussion items. July's message from the superintendent.
So I just put this on there to keep you guys in the loop. This is the message that went out on July 1 about our schedule for the start of the school year, and kind of just to reiterate what we're focusing on. We're staying with our driving theme of grand expectations, grand outcomes. And I think everybody here knows how critical expectations are to achieve those outcomes, but also that secondary piece of meaningful work and meaningful relationships. Talked about that a little bit at the graduation at the end of your ceremony. But I like that definition of success, having meaningful work and meaningful relationships. And people will probably get tired of me reiterating it, but that's our message. I think everyone who works for Grand County School District and everyone serving on the board has chosen meaningful work. And let's kind of focus on meaningful relationships, how those can be beneficial to supporting us in all that we do as a school and as a greater community. So just reading that last sentence in the letter that went out. When we ground ourselves in purposeful, high impact work and intentionally cultivate deep supportive connections with our students and each other, ground outcomes become inevitable. So just our message getting out.
Okay, thank you. Next on the agenda are the school handbooks for 26-27. They are attached for board review. These are only for review because these are not policies. They do reference policies in the handbooks, but so any questions, comments about the HMK handbook?
I noticed that the snacks, there was nothing with snacks. So it said snacks, but there wasn't anything written.
It's updated.
Oh,
I think we have a PDF.
oh, okay. Anyway, otherwise, I don't have any questions. Oh, there it is. All right. Now it's pronounced.
Hmm. 43 pages of a lot, riveting. That was a lot. As a parent, I read the whole thing before I signed it on the school registration.
And so kids don't get a paper copy, right? It's just, they get a paper copy, you just kind of
It's available in the office
have a parent.
if you want a paper copy.
So there's a good chance the kids don't.
Yes,
I mean, I'm just wondering.
correct.
Like for anything that's super important.
Okay. Moving on to middle school handbook. I don't like the font's too small for old eyes. I can make it bigger.
If I can make a comment, I have a presentation on my handbook that I'm gonna put on the website with a link to the handbook.
Oh.
So I have, it's like, something like 37 pages and it's like only 10.
Yeah.
So that helps. Just some, can I make some comments to you?
Sure, that'd be great.
We have a brand new mission and vision statement, and student code of conducts. So very excited about that for this next year.
Was the mission statement, how did we get to the mission statement? What was that process?
Me working with my counselor on what our goals were for this next year. And then how we can interpret it to stakeholders. And then it actually matches our student code of conduct as well. A little bit different version.
So the vision statement, the SOAR is new.
Yes.
This is a new thing.
Yeah. And it's gonna be taught to students and
Great.
all that. In our flex time.
In the flex time, is that, do they go to a classroom? Is it,
Yes, so they'll have what I'm calling home flexes, so that's where they're rostered. But they don't go there every day. In fact, they only go there for sure on Fridays. Rest of the time, we plan the week ahead. If they're needing interventions, then they go to the classes that they need interventions in, or I will actually be running some interventions, and then Kirsten Straight, our counselor, will be running interventions as well. And then if they're failing classes, they go to homework hall. They're assigned there, they don't get a choice, but interventions are the most important. Then homework hall to help them raise their grades. And then enrichment, if they clear all the bells and whistles. And there's a teacher rotation through it all. I worked with my teachers last year to make it as equitable as I can between them. I'm really excited.
so each student will have their own, that week, each student will have a schedule.
Yeah.
Like this is where you're gonna go for flex time this week.
Yeah.
And every week they will get that on Monday or whatever.
It's actually online, so they can check it. I'll publish it on Friday afternoon.
And an intervention would be,
Like reading, math, we're purchasing special programs just for those interventions. Panorama's gonna help us find which our students are the lowest in those. Also testing in those classes as well. And then like behavior interventions, okay, we need to teach you how to be quiet or something like that. Stuff like that. So, and then, it's really nice because this last school year, our IEP and ESL classes did not have electives because there was no way to give them their supports, and have electives, but flex time allows them to have their supports during that time and then participate in every other class, just like the other students. So we're very excited about that as well. Oh, and our Thunderbox system is new this year too. There is a program called Class Bank, and so they're digitized. They used to do it by paper. Class Bank is digital. It's a bank account for the students, so they have a checkings and a savings account. Teachers pay them for positive behaviors. But then there's also consequences for their negative behaviors. And then we're gonna have an online school store that the Honor Society will run, so they can put an order like Amazon in and buy stuff, and then they're packaged and go pick it up in the library. So I'm very excited. It's a class economy, school economy system.
How do kids access that? Like, what would be a typical way if they want to go check their account? Right, that's what they'll be
They
doing.
can log in.
It's at school, right? Or they have, I mean, if they have,
but.
yeah.
But that's, so Fridays are dedicated to home flex. Because then they can go in and that's when they're gonna check their bank account, buy their items, and also check where they're doing next. And. So they'll have time delegated in Sprint to do that as well.
You take out taxes? Payroll taxes?
No, I can bill them. They can.
My child had a
job.
eye-opening. He was just like, where did that $22.46 go, Mom? And he, yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Just a small pitch, we're looking for a community out there, if you guys wanna give rewards,
oh,
be like, tree rewards that they can buy with
Yeah.
$100.
I think I saw that maybe on Facebook somewhere, like
Yeah.
you posted it on your Facebook page or whatever, that
Yeah.
requesting community members to donate things.
Yeah, so,
Right.
for instance, and they haven't yet, but an example, they'll give a free ice cream.
Right.
or something like that. We haven't had too many takers yet, but I'm gonna actually drive around on Friday. My secretaries
For you.
go around and just, hey,
Knocking on doors.
yep.
That's great.
The only recommended, one of the things, just for incoming like seventh graders, possibly ninth graders, but more seventh graders is to know that the first bell is at 7:35, not 7:40.
Yes.
Well, you know, yes, you know that, but as coming from HMK,
Okay, good to know.
school starts at 8:15 and they're like, that's first, but like they don't get it. So they think 7:40, so they'll roll, they
I see. what
are
you're
getting
saying.
dropped off at 7:40
Okay. so
because
you're
they think they have 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Because at HMK, it's 8:20 technically.
I'll put a flyer on Facebook.
I mean, it's just like something to like, hey, actually, you need to be in this, your seat at 7.
Thank you.
You didn't know that, did you? It still catches you off guard. You're like, wait. You're like, yes, Melissa, of
I was like,
course.
yes, let's be- Oh,
No, it's,
oh, I see what you're saying. I was like, yes, thank you. Thanks for explaining.
yes,
It's nice to-
explaining when school starts.
Well, we both understand.
Parents don't, kids don't have a clue. Okay. Any other HM or middle school questions?
Oh, the new citizenship process too.
Oh. You can, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so in the past, we've struggled with how to grade citizenship. And we've always had kids start with an S as satisfactory. And getting points to get an honorary or losing points to get not satisfactory or unsatisfactory. Kind of a weird system, but for needs improvement, unsatisfactory, that's it. And so I got to thinking of how I can involve this with the SOAR acronym and stuff, and they lose points based on tardies behavior and unexcused absences. But then there's also a way, and then they can't go to the Friday activities if they're dropped down to an N or a U. But there is a way for them to work with the teachers and the administration to restore that, to be able to go to the Friday activities.
So is that being or always being assessed weekly, quarterly, or is it?
So the one to drop down to an N, it's at least 3 minor write-ups, less than 9 parties. It's monthly.
It's
So it
monthly.
resets after the Friday activity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they would jump, okay.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the at the end of the quarter, it would be concrete? Is it on our, on
It's on
report
our
cards
goal.
anymore?
It's on report cards.
Okay.
Good. And be that far ahead.
Okay,
How are we gonna get final citizenship grade?
if you're doing it monthly, yeah, where it ends.
I like that. Thank you. Doing all sorts of ideas.
Any other questions? Right, high school. Is that a new cover page? It's nice.
Sue has worked really hard this summer to take our oldest handbook, update it, and make it a little more user friendly. A little prettier, but yeah, she's done an amazing job.
It looks nice.
The new stuff that we added to the handbook this year is. We have a link for parents to set up a Canvas Observer account.
Ooh, put that on the forefront.
Yeah.
That
We're
would,
gonna do that at back to school.
Okay.
Oh,
is that just so the parents can like see what's happening?
yeah.
that was always a struggle
Yeah.
I love
to know
So
where that is.
we also have the steps of how to create the parent power school login so that they can see both sides of it. It's not all teachers use Canvas as a grading platform or as a final platform. So we have that's new. Our citizenship plan was adopted high school last year and we're rolling it again. There's a new, if you look at the graduation requirement,
Yeah. I see that.
we've been trying to clean that up and make sure that all the CTE courses that they're all in the right pathway, because some of them have changed. So Sue's been working on that. Talked about attendance. The cell phone policy. Just lots of good stuff.
Yeah, that was really comprehensive. I thought it was really.
Uh,
There's something new with my school fees as well. Someone was telling, is where it's the lunch. The lunch is now connected of some sort.
Yeah.
You know,
Our school program.
which is great. Mhm. And again, this SOAR is kind of a living document, but we ask that if anything changes substantially, we get a heads up on that. But we do not approve it, we just are reviewing it. Okay. Policy review, so the policy committee, we're not really presenting, but, these policies, we met as a policy committee and talked about the ones listed there and found that they were pretty, they might be substantive changes, but really they weren't.
Yeah.
So they're all state code anyway, no big changes that we can find to talk about. I can't remember if I talked to Matt about hopefully taking some of these policies and using them as guides to reports for some of the directors. So for instance, I'm going to pull out like the health requirements and services for student self-treatment of diabetes. So there is one of the things in there is that we will do a training every year for staff for diabetes and kids. We don't know as a board if they're doing that.
Right.
And if we ask Matt, hey, are you doing that? He wouldn't know either.
Right.
So it's creating the annual report or their semi-annual report from, say, the nurse or the health department, and setting that up of like, this is the checklist by looking at the policies and going, oh, in the policy, we have to do this, this, and this. And that is what an easy way to report to the board of what we're doing.
Right, so this would like go to Mary. Mary obviously would be, I would think she'd be the one that would be in charge of those things. So but she doesn't normally give us a report. So would she?
We would be asking for her to do a report, and it would just be maybe a written report, not a presentation, but just like,
And it could be either, but
yeah,
having her report on.
yeah. She has in the past.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hit.
but it's just she's not usually on the schedule.
No, not a schedule, but I agree. They always, not struggle, but like, what am I gonna report to the board about, right? Of like,
Right.
some of the things, and so this kind of gives a template of those
I
things.
agree.
like-
So we should probably at some, point, yeah, put it on the schedule to tell us what is, what is your education, you're doing it in service or training. So just make sure you have one, I suppose. We just want to make sure that we have one because we're supposed to.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think we'll you'll divvy out the policies, and all those health policies are gonna go to her, and she can read them and get up to date on this and pull out reports.
In line with that, I'm working to compile all of the required trainings for employees on one spreadsheet so that we can do that and then maybe report back on required trainings import as they're doing there, whether it's just what Melissa said, as far as like whether it's technology and we're talking about data privacy training.
Right.
Just making sure that's part of the technology report or training or just kind of crosswalking the policies and required training so that we're actually making sure that it's being done and we can speak, somebody can speak to it. That's first thing. So.
And so those policies listed are, these are just gonna be posted. So you can read them if you want policy to be went through them. There's not really, but if you find, if you find them, I mean, well, and it's kind of speaking Kathy, like the health ones, you have
I did. I looked through them and.
yes.
Fine, but again,
But
they're all voted.
It's all state code, and that's, we've pulled out some that we're still kind of mulling over, and, so. The next is the Grand County School District FGAB Student Conduct Policy Electronic Devices. Superintendent will present FGAB Student Conduct Policy Electronic Devices.
Okay, so it's hopefully not got anybody by surprise, but Senate Bill 69 was a major shift in cell phone use at school, changing the definition from classroom hours or instructional hours to actual school day. So what's attached here on this is, I just lost my spot. You have the bill itself, Senate Bill 69, then a clean version of the Utah School Boards Association model policy for FGAB, the red line version, our current policy, and then the guidance sheet. And so the guidance sheet really gives you the quick rundown on it. But basically, they've established a default policy, which bans cell phone use bell to bell. So that policy is there, that model policy is there. It is significantly different than from our current policy. The majority of that is definitions. Key definitions, and then it also adds district owned, it also includes district provided or educational provided. Couple of things that are required. We have a opt-out policy. We create a policy where parents can opt to have their students be able to use a cell phone during non-instructional hours to do a quick check-in. But outside of, and then anything that falls in line with the accommodation or making sure we are doing that appropriately. But basically it bans cell phone use from bell to bell. So I posted that.
Matt, is that the waiver, what did you just call it, the exception? Is that something where they go like to the office to do
We
it,
have-
like and use their phone and then they go back, like,
You would have a designated area.
Okay.
So that might be that they go to the office
okay.
during a certain.
So it's
period
not
to make it.
loosey goosey, it's not like a
we-
loosey goosey, if we, we don't
Yeah.
know.
If we are adopting a bell to bell, we still have that option of not, we still do instructional time. And that. We have to do
No, I thought we had to do.
No, I
we
have
have
to
to
do
I think that it has to be bell to bell.
It has to be.
So if you're if you read Senate Bill 69, that's why I put it on, you may, the district may never find the money.
Started different. Started different. You were not 8:16. I was early. 24 hours.
I mean,
72.
right, right.
Feels great. I read it, just make it seem like we can make it more restrictive.
We can make it more restrictive, but it also says in section 3, IIA may establish a policy that provides for other circumstances when a student may use a cell phone, smartwatch, or emerging technology. So you do have some.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Matt, can you be a little louder? We can't hear you back there.
So if you're looking at Senate Bill 69, subsection 3, II, clause A, may establish a policy that provides for other circumstances when a student may use a cell phone, smartwatch, or emerging technology during the school day. So you do have the option to be a little bit less restrictive. That is on the table.
So I was reading these today and the Grand County FGAB is, I guess I assumed it was bell to bell. Was this last year's one?
This is last year, so,
This is last year.
which.
So it wasn't bell to bell. It was only
No.
during instructional hours. Okay. So if we want to make it bell to bell, we're gonna have to obviously redo this policy. Oh, and I did read,
Or just adopt the USDA
or
model.
adopt the USDA.
Just adopt.
And we also it has to be presented during a public meeting, which I guess with this count is, I don't mean, yes, to talk about.
And so my recommendation today would be to post this for public comment.
Which one do we
Which
post?
one?
Which one do we post for public comment? How does that work?
I would recommend we post the model policy,
The USBA?
USBA's model policy for public comment. That gives us some time to get that input, and then bring it back. But really the discussion that needs to be talked about today, one of my concerns is lunch. And under the model policy, cell phones would not be allowed to be used during lunch. That scares me that it would have some externalities. Students leaving campus simply to use their cell phones. What that would do to our lunch program at the high school that is, we've been rebuilding, what that impact would have. So is that something that the board, wants to look into options and what it would take to?
Well, my question is, how does, like, let's say that, how is it enforced at lunch? I mean, at least in the classroom, you have, teachers monitoring. And I mean, obviously in cafeteria, you have people in there, but it then turns to them to have to be the police. That's concern. I mean, that's concerning, I think.
I think the policing aspect is difficult
Yeah.
even in transition time.
Of course. Yeah, of course. But even so, though, I feel like in a cafeteria,
That looks like-
that many kids all together, enforcing that.
And
Or in the parking lot?
I
But that's
had-
okay.
No,
Oh,
you're
you
bell
mean-
to bell, you're no parking.
Yeah, yeah.
I asked Tish to
Yeah.
look into and be prepared to report on, but we did have. I just remember the number of the second semester, it was like 402, but we did have significant. A significant number of offenses with our current policy, which was less restrictive. We've discussed a number of ways. Do you want to talk a little bit about your plan? Currently,
For the school year, we go bell to bell. Okay, we can totally enforce it in classrooms during passing periods, teachers can take phones, we have a plan for myself, Sue, Melissa Melcher to go around and pick up cell phones and hold them in the office if they've been taken away during passing period. Our big concern is during lunchtime, because it's taken a lot to build up the lunch program this year and have kids actually stay on campus where they're
Safe.
safe, yes. And I don't really want to ruin that culture by being the cell phone police, not to mention during lunchtime is usually when we have the vape detectors going off, we have fights happening. There's so many other things that throw cell phones in the mixture of it, and it might be a bit overwhelming. So we took last year's level consequences, and the first one will be, you get a warning and the teacher writes it up in Panorama. An email goes home to your parents to say, hey, your student had a cell phone violation today. The second time they have a cell phone violation, the phone comes to the office, the parents have to come pick it up. And then the following day, the student turns their phone into the office for the entire day. So then the third time, same thing. It's documented in Panorama, parent comes to pick it up, then they're turning their phone into the office for a full week. And then it's a big jump, but this is what it's been for the last year, I'm not sure. The fourth violation is a 12-week check your phone into the office. Last year, I did have multiple students who got to that level. They did it once, and then they realized I was serious, that I was going to go get their phone day after day. And then when they quit turning in their phone, I started saying, all right, well, guess what? I need some extra help at lunch today, so you're gonna hang with me. Or I need some help pulling weeds after school. If you can't be responsible to turn the phone in, I need some extra help in life. So it goes, one a warning, the second one we take it away, they check it in for a day, the third one is a week, the fourth one is 12 weeks. And when we hit 3 and 4, it's Sue and I are working on like a contract to put the kid on to help them make better choices, to not feel like they have to take their phone out or have it with them all the time. So we're trying to do some restorative practices along the way as well, but I had multiple kids last year that made it to that.
I know that legally, can we take away their phones? I know that had been an issue.
As far as
In-
having them check it in, yes,
Check it in.
check it in, check it out.
And we're gonna buy a little shoe hanger that they put it in, it's like a calculator hanger, they
Yeah.
put their phone in, we give them a little tag, nobody else goes
Like
with it.
years ago, I remember like parents getting upset because, you know,
Right.
that's $1,000 phone.
Yeah.
That it's my property and you're taking it away. I just remember that.
We still have some.
We can confiscate phones. We also talked,
Okay.
Tish and I talked about incorporating, you know, if at some point in that having parents have to come and pick up the phone. Maybe
That's a
that,
big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that, getting that parent involvement,
even if it's every day, right? Even if it's a 12-week thing, you still have to come pick it up.
No. The
Well,
parent just
no.
thinks it- we could, but I don't think, I think I might make the,
Well, it might,
Whatever.
Well, could we do that at the middle school?
If they have to turn it in for 12 weeks, the parent comes and picks it
No,
up. every
but-
day. Okay,
But if they, like, the parent has to pick up
Yeah.
the phone, if it's vacant.
okay.
You think, Rachel, the parent would say, they're just not gonna take it to school. I mean, if you.
Yeah,
pick it up every day, just
exactly.
leave it at home.
that's the, and that's
But if you have those ones that sneak in.
still,
Or they have two.
or they have two, you
Two.
think you have it, but then they come up with another one.
We even make them call us when they're turning it in because they have 2 phones. We're like, is that really a service? Yeah.
Or their watch has service separately.
Oh, you're, you've got.
Well, now the watches they can't use the watches in the classroom, so that'll take care of that.
I think we also have that option of if lunch is our, if we think, faculty can police it during passing time effectively, because you don't want it to be, you know, you have a kid that you're always,
Yeah.
you know, getting on, and then you have another kid that is not that kid. I would like, my kid, you know, and she does it. But they let her go and
Yeah.
not the other kid. I mean, to me, that, I don't want to cause that kind of friction, and, because that's not fair. And that does happen, you know, you let the good kid kind of sneak it every once in a while, and
No.
but in the classroom, I think teachers did a good job? Do you think in the classroom, were infractions classroom problems? That it's the same, how many kids do you think?
Oh, probably 15 to 20.
Of 400 infractions of
Yeah.
15 children?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a. Wow. Like, wow, right? Of like how you are ruining the whole system. The privilege, but
I do think that, especially as this is new, you know, it's even more the idea of lunch. I mean, I am one of those people that I fully support a full ban, you know, but it's only if it's doable. You know, if you have the right scenario, like I've seen the shows where they walk by, they do something to their phone and it locks it, or you know what I mean? Like if you have those capabilities, but in this situation, we don't want those kids leaving. I'm like very concerned about that, and those parents are gonna have a real hard time. This could help. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of maybe following lunch. That's just my. It's gonna be hard. Because I'm worried about policing at lunch too, because then what'll happen is it won't happen, and then they just get used to breaking that rule, and then you got the hallways, and you know what I mean? It's like, let's set ourselves up for success.
just so as my observation, when we did site visits at the high school, I was very impressed of even in passing time, like how many kids, they might have pulled it out, looked at it, put it right back in, and there was talking and, you know, they were interacting. So it wasn't quiet, you know, everybody was on their phone freaking out and checking. And I think whether they're getting used to not being on it, you know, for so long, and it's kind of deprogramming them a little bit. It seems to be doing what we think it is. Also, I noticed, like, I picked up my kids at lunch, watching kids walk out of the school. Again, they'll look at it, but then they're putting it up and they're talking with their friends walking out. I think hopefully they're.
I don't know, you should come see the ones that had theirs taken away and
Well,
they're jonesing.
Yeah.
Those are the ones.
But
that-
that's 15
and
of
those are the
them.
scary-
And
Yeah,
those are the tier 3 kids,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Those aren't like,
and those are the ones that
they have some
you
other,
worry about.
we need to, they need extra help,
Yes.
right?
There's other
Yeah,
There's other issues.
and
that
it
we're
makes it sad because they're the ones that.
Yeah. And we have different things for them. Oh. Okay,
So with that, what I'm hearing, I'll look at putting some language together and making sure that we're meeting all of the legislative requirements to consider adding another exception in there for a lunch period.
okay.
Sounds good.
Because that might take care of the other exception, you know what I mean, that you know. You can share that up.
I think you still have to do the opt-out.
We're still required to do that.
But yeah, but maybe that'll still be.
And then would that be a form a parent has to fill out?
We have to do it.
And it says on there that.
And would they have to come in and fill that? We wouldn't just put it on a Power School registration form, or would we?
I would recommend that you come in and fill that out at the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
But again,
And then it would be for the whole year, like I want my child to have for the whole year.
The ability to go into
Yeah,
the
a lot of
office
people
and
don't
use their
see it.
phone.
so.
I mean, to me, that is very, is normal. Like,
Right.
I would like my child to come into the office and use the phone. I mean, they could use the
Yeah,
office
they can
phone,
use,
but.
yeah.
But some are important
the
or
lounge
usually
thing.
are on there. I mean, that is.
Yeah.
I don't think, that was the green zone as well.
Yep.
Are there a lot of kids in there talking on their phones, calling their parents, I would assume?
Gotta use your phone, can't remember the numbers.
Yeah,
That's another whole issue.
What's your number?
I
Anyway,
That's so sad.
Question now, do you want to post this for comment, and later you have the option to, or do you want to wait? Post it, for comment next time.
I would recommend posting a one that we're
Gonna use.
gonna use, not freak out people. And have that, I mean. Unless we want that feedback saying, no, we don't want lunch, or yes, we want lunch.
I think we get something that works and present it and sticks to us.
Post it.
and
Well,
not
and I
have it
think-
be a matter
So there-
of debate.
If the board is on board with that, and administration is saying that as well, then
Yes, there's now,
what the consensus of what,
the focus of it is cell phone, and that's the big book, but there are a number of other provisions in there. That I just encourage you guys to review between now and then, in case you have a question, okay, reach out to me, it's parent access to. Electronic
Oh.
posts, history and things of that.
Yeah,
nature
well-
that are included in here.
how is that, how is there a program that we are purchasing?
We are going to have to work through that. I don't have the answers for you. We just got them on policy.
So there's a new vendor out
a
there.
couple of weeks ago.
pitching.
So there's something that will have to be. Processed that we're required to give that access. So make sure you look through that.
But that's
Is
code.
that, this is on the model policies
Yes.
in there
And it is code. Yes.
about. Like, I mean, I saw some stuff
Download
on
with
AI.
internet history, browsing history, right? Internet browsing history of the Chromebooks that.
Okay.
As a parent, I can go in and say, I want to know everything.
Oh, right,
my kid
Right.
Is
This is-
looking
This is gonna
Parent
also,
accessible monitoring system.
this is also gonna tie into policy. EEB, yes, EEB, which is our internet. Instruction policy, but. Those will kind of have to. Look at, but again, look through there, if you have questions about that.
Should I ask you a question of, as a parent, do we have the option of saying, I don't want my kid to check out a Chromebook? Is that an option?
There's nothing prohibiting us.
Check it out for the day.
No, the year, no.
Leave at home, no.
So every kid gets a Chromebook in our school district.
But if they didn't, how would they do that?
Yeah.
They have their own.
They have their own computer, which my kid,
Yeah, Chromebook in.
Oh. I did not-
yeah, my kid,
They bring their own.
a network issue.
With your personal, because they used to be, you couldn't use your personal computer because of.
I saw,
Yeah, that's true.
my daughter was using her personal
Well,
computer
they had to have them approved, approved by the admin to be able to use it.
to get the,
And you go to IT and they would never like. The blocker and all that. You can see
So,
it.
depends on what they're trying to access,
Right.
just. Blanketly, like, we can't force someone to take that device.
Yeah.
Whatever reason for. But, yeah, it was like thinking of their own district. You can't access our network with your personal. Computer. You had your hotspot, like you can.
but you can't get on a guest wireless.
You could log into the guest, but not our. Standard, you just. But could be the.
Is there, okay, is there a option of the ability of not taking us home?
Yes. You think of the.
As a parent, I'm just, not as a
As a
kid,
parent.
where would they? They have lockers.
If it's high school.
I know, I'm putting out these are questions that come up as a parent. That might not want,
But Chloe has her own, right? Computer that she takes to school every day.
Yeah.
Casey has her own, and they can get on the school system this time. You know, my daughter has left her Chromebook home for the entire year.
agreed.
Yes.
But my question is, but I'm saying as a parent, can I say, I don't want them to take the Chromebook home? I would like it to stay at school.
You don't want them, because the parent doesn't want them on it at home, because it's gonna take up all their time and not, whatever.
Because you're already monitoring your own computer, like you're able to say, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get
Is it
that.
on their network? It's on my network.
Well,
Well,
yeah. I'm just,
maybe they should just discipline their kids and say, leave it at school.
Can you, like, so you're saying that if they bring their own laptop, then somebody from IT allows them access, like,
It
okay,
used to be that way,
okay.
but it sounds like they've changed it because they must be able to. They're the guest network, which has to still be like approved by Courtney or Summer or whoever that is. I used to do it, but I don't have that access anymore. You click it, it sends to, isn't it Rufus? Is that what it is? Rufus, is that what it still is? And they say yes, and it sends a code to like your cell phone and then they can access that. It used to be though, but it's
Yeah.
changed, obviously, that you didn't use your
Right.
personal one, you had to have that approved and that never get put in. So now that we have Rufus, that has changed that.
I'm just curious, can I?
There's a parent request. We can work through. it.
Okay.
Well, and I think part of the problem is when students have their personal computers and we're trying to use securely, which is our testing, not.
not testing,
Monitoring. Monitoring, right,
Yeah,
right.
It's true.
We can't access it because it's their personal device.
Right.
So they know
So they can get on things that they shouldn't maybe get on.
Well, that's the whole thing.
YouTube.
Yeah, it may not be anything nefarious, it's just
Right.
they have other things they wanna look at.
Yep.
And you won't have access to search history and, you
Right.
know, and if they're using it at home and.
Well, even just
we don't
Google Maps that we can't get, our kids can't get on even Google Maps.
Okay, so,
Interesting.
all right,
So are we
Oh.
are we not gonna post this?
You have the option tonight.
there's
So
it's an action, it'd be an action item that we would be.
Because, okay,
It sounds like we're gonna wait until we have some language about lunch.
right, okay.
I would like-
All right, next would be child nutrition meal prices.
yeah.
So you have, some math there of prices, but I have a couple of things to say. So walks through this exercise of potentially, asking for a recommendation to increase the meal prices for both students and adults. Mostly this came out of our child nutrition audit. They asked us to review all of these. So I went through, with Sarah, and we determined kind of where we were at currently, what the proposed changes in conversations with, superintendent over the last, week or so. It has kind of, and with registration already being open to the parents, my recommendation and proposal for this year moving forward is to not raise student prices, to keep them at their current, current prices, for each meal, whether that's breakfast or lunch. The adult price, I think that we should, no change on the breakfast, I think we should look at potentially increasing the adult meal price. When I do the math, the adult meal price is $5.91, which is like the minimum, and we charge $5.50. And I know the goal of the program is not to make money on the adult meals, but I don't think that we need to be losing 40 cents on every meal. So anyway,
Who are the adults eating lunch?
staff.
Staff.
So
And they
what-
usually put it on account? Is that how they are eating lunch?
Yes, they write it down. We're gonna change that system moving into next year, but yes, they write it down and then they're charged for that meal. So like they get double the portion of HM, their portions are larger than any of the students, so that's why their price is lower, so.
Not all,
It should be.
in some ways you only get a salad, like if you don't always,
Yeah.
it's not always.
Well, it should be salad, but anyway,
And then those are, if they are doing a
if
duty,
they're on duty, they get that meal. That meal is. free.
it's just, okay.
And
If
they're
they
separate
go in the
track.
line, they get their thing and they go away.
Yeah, and we're working on a better system of tracking that moving into this next year, but yeah, if they're on duty, then that is covered.
So
Then
one
that is covered.
one of the reasons that this is on here, even though we're not recommending increasing student lunch, is just to kind of paint a picture for you, if you will. Part of the exercise that Jerry just talked about with the child nutrition audit is looking at our meal costs. And our meal costs are high. However, our efficiency is also high. We're very good at putting meals together, meals per hour, but our cost is still high. And as you guys know, as we go through budget season, we go through budget updates, you see that we're subsidizing or helping the child nutrition fund extensively. Just to help look at that on a broader picture, and I think this is one of the things that's just a good education piece. And to highlight, one of the reasons our meal cost is so high is because our child nutrition employees are benefit eligible employees. Which is not the standard, as we've talked about, your classified employees at most districts are not getting that retirement, not getting that option for health insurance. And so it's really a benefit that I'm advocating for, taking care of that group of employees. We wouldn't have the consistency, we have a hard enough time keeping employees, so we would have even less consistency. It's a good thing, but when we look at where that's going, why we're subsidizing, a portion of that is because we're taking care of that group of employees. And so right now, as you look at our costs, we're in the ballpark, we're a little on the high side, I think, looking at, other districts and whatnot, they were around, 270 or right around that $3 mark. So we're consistent, or, a little bit on the high side. But our meal costs aren't high just because of that. We're remote, we don't have the economy of scale. There's other things that go into that, but I just wanted to point out and kind of educate, as you know, so that when we get into budget season next year and that's coming around, or when we're talking about, benefits and increases during negotiations and things like that, that you have that understanding. So just an information point there.
Any questions? Concerns? So, but you're recommending the $6 for adults still,
Still think this is the best.
and it's the what, to change those prices, what does that take? From the school book?
It is a action item on there.
Oh, I'm not on this one. Okay.
But the prices for the
Students.
students is the
Stay the
same,
same.
because it's been presented already, because it's restriction.
Right, yeah.
So that's sort of,
So
enough.
there was kind of two things there, but and then in conversation. Just recommending keeping the student prices the same moving into next year.
We're going up a quarter. We're going up a quarter, especially at like $4 instead of $3.70. Okay. Next, we have the board retreat. Reflections, board will review the recent board retreat and training provided by School Leadership Alliance. So we had a retreat 6 months ago, no.
Seems like another life. with it.
Yeah, I know, seems like forever.
In, let's see, June 30th. Any attached are,
Thank you.
the slides from
Yeah.
these guys. We, just the question was, it's Lawrence and Piper. There's also the playbook. And the whiteboard. And the ideas that came out of that, so, looking at we could talk about whether we found that, productive, if that was good, the outcome of it, if we want to review the last, is it the last slide? Where the directions that we came to after we've gone and reflected on, directions that we were giving the superintendent. Any feedback on that? I'm opening it up for discussion.
So yeah, on that, I attached that just kind of because it has been almost a month, to be a month tomorrow since we met, just to kind of give you the opportunity to refresh and look at that. And then just any comments or feedback as far as like Melissa said, your thoughts, concerns, emotional outbursts.
very productive. That's not
Just from the presenters, I think we had a unique situation that most boards go into these things trying to figure out how they're gonna communicate with each other and with staff and with, administration. And we kind of didn't have to do that. We already have a good communication going on, so we can get right into the nuts and bolts of what we want to do and what we want to accomplish. So, I felt good about the whole thing. It was productive and positive, and there was, this, I won't say it was a love fest, but I
You felt loved,
did, until they said, quit telling everybody you're old.
Yeah.
I am.
Any other?
That was productive. I thought that the leaders, the facilitators, I guess, they just kept us going, kept us on track, made sure that everybody had an opportunity to speak their mind and give input. And I think everybody gave input, I don't think anybody held back but it was respectful. No, I thought it was very good.
I thought it was really a breakout moment for Matt. He was really busy with it.
But I do have a question. So with, like if we were looking back at those 6 critical questions, that's like what they're, and they're a wrap up action items, experiment with that. I guess that would be how, that's my question, or how would we move forward with making sure we're checking in with those and implementing, like how would we want to do that? Because like we could say, oh yeah, let's do it, but like.
So what are the next steps?
Exactly, like how
Right?
can we, how can we like, and maybe that, I don't know if that needs to happen now, but you know what I mean, that. Yeah, that's like a.
So like,
session or-
so,
Like,
coming back around, looking at what, to me, the most important slide would be what is important right now, right? Is that, and the last one, and looking at those and that's our playbook, our ideas of like where when we are voting on the cell phone policy, where is that aligning in,
Well,
this, right?
so for example, like one of the 6 critical questions, how will we succeed? So that goes back to what we were saying, like with the lunch and with it, like with that cell phone policy, how are we gonna make this successful and not a disaster and set everything up for success? That's the goal for the kids, best we can. So yeah, I mean, you're right. So it's like making sure we're checking in with these questions as with these decisions. We should like put them up on the line or something.
Maybe, we need a bulletin board with those questions so that
We
we
can get someone with really nice handwriting to put it right
look
up there.
up at the question.
Specific.
Sure, there's someone who's creative enough to do that. It's
It's
not,
gotta be a good kindergarten. Handwriting.
but we can definitely. And I'll talk about the 3 key areas that I kind of highlighted as initiatives in my report going forward. But I think from a board's point of view, it is making sure that the board is holding, me accountable for those. And then also what we want to do in regards to formalizing a strategic plan. That's got to be on your radar and in your thoughts. And then, as we talked about, if the training, running all of our decisions through that lens of instruction and achievement. What is best for instruction and achievement? So cell phone policy, how does it impact instruction and achievement? Lunch prices, what are we doing? What's the impact of that? Every decision goes through.
Yeah.
And just keeping us focused. And as we go through, we are going to have another riveting list. I told you we got the flash drive, so we got another riveting list of policy to get through this year. Hope you're excited. I'm sorry, as we look at those, looking at those as in that lens of achievement and instruction. So just a reflection, I think we'll try to bring this back, maybe in littler pieces at each board meeting to try and just keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Any comments, questions? Mhm. Staff and community reports, board committee reports. Do you have any board, any committees, have any? I'm gonna open that up.
We
Yeah.
met today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was just saying, we came back out of the
Just a few minutes ago.
retirement.
So, we were talking about the school lunch
Mm.
prices and the rationale behind the decisions of not raising the prices for the students, but doing so for the adults. And then basically, Jerry was just talking about all the audits that she's been going through in our upcoming, but she's completed school fees. Trust land is completed. Audit. Child nutrition audit is ongoing.
Ongoing, I'll give you a report on
So,
that.
yeah. And the Squire is coming in August. The
Yeah.
Squire audit people are coming in August.
There was also that email, the global
That's the S and P, they just did last year's audit,
audit. Oh, okay,
and then,
that's not an audit. They just
when
wanted
this-
an audit.
yeah, I think they had it when we went for the presentation, so I'm not sure. But, also when our audit is done this year. But
That was it. My
Yeah.
kiddo,
Talked about.
Yeah. Okay,
I would like to, schedule something for the facility sometime in the near future. So,
That would be in our advanced plan.
okay, it's, that's.
business administrator report.
So a couple of things, just came back from some summer meetings. One of them was the audit update from, Squire and auditors. They will be here the last week of August. Couple of the big programs on their radar this year, Title I and child nutrition. Will be the big audits coming out of that. As Kathy mentioned, in the finance committee, we discussed, we got clearance in full, we're in total compliance with the school fees. Got an email from them on July 23rd that says everything is posted and they're happy and it's awesome. Got an email the first part of July from Trust Lands that all of the programmatic stuff from the trust land plans for the campuses and schools is awesome. That was more of a programmatic audit, not a financial audit. And then, child nutrition is ongoing. We have, a couple of plans and some state, training that the state is providing. Our new system, the lunchtime is in place. It seems to be, and I'll let Sarah speak to, working like it's supposed to, taking the human element out of it for automation and quick, meeting the timeframes. So, it's got a couple of tweaks it needs to make, but I'm pleasantly happy with, as registration is open, that is working the way that it was designed and the way that gets us in compliance with the state. So, that seems to be moving forward. And then the state will be back on August 19th, the child nutrition folks, just to kind of make sure that our new system is working the way that they want it to. What date did you say? August 19th.
Any questions for Jerry? Superintendent report.
Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, having that push on meaningful work and meaningful relationships is a thing that we'll carry out through our admin team meetings and hopefully have that carried down at the school level. As we talked about in our retreat, and kind of I don't want to use the word initiatives, but focus areas that I'm looking at right now are the MTSS and both behaviorally and academically, working very closely with student services director. We're going to be introducing some foundations for that after we get the school year started, continuing to build through the architecting for success kind of framework that was presented to you guys. Special education and at risk students are a big highlight. They're always a highlight, and one that the legislature is really focusing on now. Well, as you guys saw, they gave some money to at-risk this year that we've been waiting on, utilizing that effectively, and then bringing in, some additional support, with under existing contracts that we have to provide professional development, training, support, and trying to improve our special education services. Making sure that we're reaching all the students that we need to be reaching, that we're not over identifying, but we're also not letting students fall through the gaps. Jill has developed a framework for that. That we'll be working really closely with Jill, in the areas that she has highlighted for improvement. And then, last is the CTE and online education. We did not get the Catalyst grant. We were hoping to get it for CTE. But I still think we can focus on maximizing our CTE options and really capitalizing in reaching that group of students. It used to be historically, I guess, if I may, maybe stereotyping here a little bit, but your CTE students were considered your non-traditional students. They were the going into a welding or field shop or whatnot. But that's changed. I think we've seen that change. The governor has announced that she's putting out a internship initiative that would be part of this legislative session. So being primed and ready, I think we're in a good spot with our facilities, faculty, staff, but to capitalize on what that looks like, as it comes down the pipe. And then tasking our new CTOE director, Kari, with really establishing our online footprint, making sure that we're capitalizing and benefit, because we face over us that we capitalizing. So those things, as we start this school year, that's my short-term plan. And then coming back and reporting to you on each of those, as I do my superintendent reports throughout the school year. On top of that, we still have a handful of construction projects going on, I'm trying to wrap up. And you need to be moving, we've completed our school safety extension.
Yep, that's complete.
And we'll be looking at putting that together, to get up to those requirements as far as security film or ballistic film. Requirements and else related for.
So where is that process? So,
I'm just starting to put that together, working with architects to hopefully get a package to go out to bid.
okay.
It's a really tricky project, because of the timeline with the grant combined with the work that needs to be done.
Does that have to be done the end of this year?
June of 27 has to
Okay.
be spent. They give us a 1-year extension. We had to, Jill and I worked together and submitted a plan with some estimated costs that will spend out the remaining grant dollars that we have been awarded already. But they haven't alluded, and I don't think that they will, it has to be spent by June 30th of next year.
The majority of that is going to go towards, whether it's security film or ballistic film requirements.
Did you figure out the previous vendor?
Yes,
Issue?
we've had discussion with them, are still working with them as far as recouping that. We are striving to complete that as quickly as possible.
Sir, what's the start date of the preschool?
Right after Labor Day.
Right after Labor Day, September,
It's
first week.
tentatively September 8th.
It's always been the Tuesday after Labor Day.
Okay. So still flooring at the preschool, is it the main issue?
One of them, yes.
And punch list or just big punch list and flooring
Punch list.
and big items, but mostly punch list? No. Okay.
On a positive note, sounds like the high school floors are looking
Oh, yeah.
fantastic in the lobby, you know?
Yeah,
Haven't been there, but gotta go there.
Check it out.
And it-
new flooring.
and the bathrooms, the locker rooms got the floors done.
I didn't, I didn't look, they
Oh.
had the X over it when I went in there.
Yeah, well, we've heard that, so we,
But I look.
Did you?
They're on that rebel.
Oh, good.
and I wanna do a walk around HEK, but it's just from the street, the street is built. You can sell that school now.
Did,
It doesn't look shabby anymore.
Good real estate.
Just because, the landscaping.
Oh, the whole thing, yeah, it just comes together now. It's like it was when it was first built, you kind of like, now it's like, it doesn't, it looks great. It'll help people that.
um. Is the back done? Is the back done of HMK?
No, it will be done, but. When we met today and I think. Just substantial completion date is the 8th of August. But we're very close.
Very close to it. And then the other one is the sod. Are we waiting on sod
So we'll
or,
be here Friday.
okay,
We're still working on floor. They were
But-
finishing up the hand railing and there's a number of little.
well, and the sod is what everybody, the community sees, right? Do we have to re-sprinkler anything?
It's already been done.
So we're just waiting on, the sod will be done. And that wasn't that was not extra money spent out of the school district's pocket.
No, it was not.
We'll discuss that in the facility.
Yeah, I just wanted, I kind of wanted to say it.
I just think it's better.
Is there like a waiting period before you can stand on that sign, once it's put in?
I can't remember what it was on the football field, but it wasn't very long.
Not very long.
Couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's been rolled.
But we're talking side of the football.
No,
No.
inside.
in front of HMK. There's that one little piece that's not done yet.
Okay.
And the more.
They had to pull up the sod, regraded, and then get new sod. Start grading. Okay. Any other things? Page 3. Yeah, consent agenda. All right, we have regular board meeting minutes and public hearing from June 24th, 26th attached. Board work session, June 23rd, 26th. There is no personnel, there are no financial reports. And we have one out-of-state travel for the high school football team. Going to, I can't remember, over the state line. Is that, are we gonna have to do that every time now? Or we need create a policy?
We talked about creating a zone where it wouldn't require. But that is not.
Is that a board thing to create a zone?
I think, actually, I can bring it back on our next agenda. I don't know that it has to be a good official.
Okay.
Does it have more to do with liability? I mean.
Well, we have entered local agreements with. Colorado
Right.
in the area, so it's just a practice with the property of them. Add to it,
Yeah.
Math.
but just sort of establish a practice.
Not, do we, the board approval for out-of-state travel, is that a policy?
No, it's a practice.
It's a practice.
Melissa,
Yes.
you said June 23rd, that's June 30th.
Oh, thank you.
And I
June
know,
30th.
and I do know that it says board work session, but that's actually your guys' retreat 3 minutes.
Okay.
Just because you guys have to make a motion on it, I just wanted that to be.
A retreat similar to a session,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay. I'll accept a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Kathy Williams makes the motion, Laura B. Green seconds to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that passes 4-0. Action items, approval of posting policies for public comment. So we have FDA CB, FDACC, FDACD, FDH, FEA, and FED. That would be posted. They can be posted.
I'll make a motion to approve the policies you just listed and that are listed on the agenda.
Second.
Kathy Williams makes the motion, Dave Burchett seconds to post policies on the district website that are listed on the agenda. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye, that passes 4-0. This would be an possible action item of posting Grand Country School District's FGAB. I would recommend we table it. Whatever the correct Robert's rules is. We just did it. Okay, adjustment of school prices.
Well, I will make a motion to increase the price of adult lunch meals from $5.50 to $6.
Second.
Kathy Williams makes the motion to increase price of adult meals, lunch meals from $5.50 to $6. Dave Burchett seconds that. Any discussion? Do they not get breakfast usually? Teachers or adults?
Usually just duty teachers get breakfast.
Okay,
Every once in a while, we have parents at the elementary school.
you just charge them.
$4.
Oh, was it on that list?
Yeah, there was nothing to worry about.
Oh. All right, any other questions? All right, all those in favor of increasing the price of adult lunch meal from $5.50 to $6, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that passes 4-0. Communications. Lori? Kathy? Nope, no.
Been like forever since nobody invites us to the school. No, I don't have anything. It's
I don't think I have any. Okay. And then. Advanced planning. We have August in here.
I have a question about clap-ins.
Sure.
Since I was not here during this portion of the school year, like the opening of school. Can you explain what a clap-in? Is that just where we're all just welcoming the kids as they walk in? Like,
I know what HMKs looks like. I have never been to the other two, because they're pretty close.
Less. Way less, please.
but is it as the kids just sort of walk into the school? Is that what it is? Like, you're just like, yay.
Welcome.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
okay.
It's a welcome back.
pretty raucous.
It's not a-
HMK is pretty.
Now, HMK, there's people dressed up, like, what were they dressed up of? I mean,
Oh,
sorts of things. It's fun.
it's fun.
It's fun. They're little kids in there. Yeah, it's
A
cute.
lot more subdued at the other two.
Yeah, they don't, they're.
They need-
But do you want outfits?
I don't know.
No. Please no.
At the middle school? No.
We were told that was.
Middle school. Okay.
That's what I-
Good to know. All right.
Don't
go. Did you get the invite from Libby? There was an invite, wasn't there?
All email.
There's an email.
We
I'll
sent an
look.
email today.
Yeah.
Oh, was it today?
Was it today?
You know, I might not.
Or yes.
I might not have seen it. Okay.
I just saw her.
I saw it today.
Okay.
So it just,
Yep,
it,
there it is. Okay.
yes.
I did not see.
All right,
That answers it.
you're welcome to head on out or hang out while we fumble through the calendar, but.
All right.
Okay, agenda planning right now is August 5th. Does that work, Kathy? That works for me. Holy cow, works for you? Matt?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, cow, nothing to this. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Oh. I lied. I'm sorry, that's Conlon's golf, first golf.
No, my.
Is it a tournament?
It's here too, and it's at 9 AM, so, if we could either do it later after the golf tournament, which I think they're probably done by noon to 1.
If they start at 9,
Yeah,
they're on.
yeah.
Do we have a session?
It was not.
Scheduled?
Do we have a work session?
No, I don't see
I
that.
didn't see one.
No, there was not one scheduled. You guys were going to discuss it at retreat.
We were too busy in treatment.
And then
Love it.
Matt, your response to me when I asked you was we did not discuss any
No, we wouldn't.
official business at retreat.
No.
That was your response.
true. I have the board meeting from the 19th all the way to the 26th, so I have a week long, no. I must have changed it and didn't.
Right now,
Put
the
it in.
19th and the 26th.
The 19th is your truth and taxation,
Oh, that's.
Oh,
right.
and that's all it is.
That's all, it's like that one thing. Okay.
And so we canceled the meeting that night.
There is no budget hearing or any of that attached with it. We're just.
No, I'm, but board meeting, there's no board
No.
meeting to that one. So we
Just
moved it to the
truth and taxation.
26th.
But the truth and taxation is at 6 P.M.
6 p.m.
So do you want, if you want a work session, we need to schedule it. If not, then we can probably move agenda planning back.
Okay.
So we don't have a work session on the 12th.
You won't have any cell phone things we need to work through, like,
It might be beneficial to have a work session.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I think we need to talk about that.
yeah, I think it would be policy driven.
Yeah.
That's fine. When do you want to schedule the work session?
I can do it that day, it just has to be later in the day.
The work session.
I'm sorry, the agenda planning.
Okay.
On the 5th.
So I can do it when, I think though, I would say if they start at 9.
3,
Yes,
no,
I'd say 3.
what do you have scheduled?
Just lost my calendar, so.
What day are we looking
The
The
5th.
5th.
And that's for agenda planning.
I can do it at 3 o'clock on the 5th.
Okay.
Michelle, will you change that in the Google Calendar?
Oh. Okay, thank you for. All right, technology sale is also at the 5th, and that's 4 PM at the middle school. They're selling all their old Chromebooks.
We're gonna run it the same way we did last year, yes.
3 Macs. 2 Macs.
We
You
did
might have to keep them plugged in. There's no,
have like 300 to sell.
Max?
100 touchscreen, 100 not touchscreen, a few towers and miscellaneous things, but no monitors this year.
How much does, you have MacBooks? No, they're not.
No,
no,
MacBooks.
Just the Chromebooks.
I was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
no.
I know people who need. it.
So
What? Okay, on the 11th is prevention.
Yep.
Still happening,
Yep,
okay?
yep.
Finance on the 12th,
Mhm.
and we are adding the work session on the 12th. The next day in the morning, we have new teacher orientation, so that
Yeah.
is here. We
Yeah.
show up, we introduce
Is
ourselves.
that in here?
In
Because
here.
We have a clinical, what time is that?
we're gonna have to change location on clinical safety.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause is that also at the same time?
Mhm. Well, it's for you, it's just first thing in the morning. And then we're all morning that morning in here for new teacher orientation.
Yeah, 15 minutes of hi, my name is,
Right, but I was thinking, cause I also go to clinical safety meeting. That's why I was like, but it won't, that doesn't. Like Libby doesn't have to be at both.
Yeah.
Regular time for that work session,
yep,
3:30.
3:30.
free.
We'll need a lot of space for that clinical safety, yeah.
We have a great auditorium at the middle school,
I'm sure Libby's on it. She's already got it.
Step down there.
step down room.
So
Um,
where is it again? The new teacher orientation?
Here,
Here, okay, so it's still
Mm.
here, all right,
Yeah, yeah.
all right,
Kind of crowd in and go.
all right,
The clinical safety is being moved,
all right, so, okay.
TBA. TBD.
I'm sure Libby's already figured that out.
Okay, then new to, yeah, those are all school site teacher prep days, the 17th. So that's the first official day of teachers will be in classrooms. Then we have a social breakfast at 8 o'clock at the middle school on the 18th. That is only going to be a social,
No work. We'll
no convocation.
introduce new staff, introduce the school board. But just. Of course, if I get a microphone, I'll talk for just a few minutes if I can't help
Oh, do you
myself.
need to provide some music? I'm not joking, I was thinking about.
She's a DJ.
You know, I mean, you know that, right? Not like, I mean, like background, like, you know, or we could also do like,
Walk-up song?
I'm happy, you know, that. Right, we each have.
What is your walk-up song?
What is your walk-up
Now
song?
we're getting out of here.
Think about that. Come back to us. We would like to know your.
I have
walk-up
the
song.
I
title.
think you should write.
Oh my God.
Don't give them ideas.
No,
I wanna have it
Huh?
completely organic.
but I mean, that's, I mean, I was not joking about that, like if you did, you
I think
know.
it would be nice.
I mean, you could just do background quiet music, or you could do like the motivating, you know, like. Happy, you know, like those little goofy popular, you know, elementary song, you know, elementary, yeah.
Yeah. that's
Think
what-
about it, because I have a speaker system too, and I have everything.
For sure.
Alright. Cool. Okay, staff prep on the 18th. Staff prep on the 19th. On the 19th, we also have the public hearing for truth and
People coming for.
truth and taxation. That is at 6 o'clock. First day of school for 1st through 12th grade is on the 20th. Clap-ins, we got those. That
Kind of needs a little something.
flyer. Kindergarten splits, the 25th and the 26th. Depending on your last name. Regular board meeting on the 26th.
That will have a budget hearing also. On the 26th.
At the same time.
Oh,
6 p.m.
that's right. So we're taking on the 19th, truth and taxation only.
Yeah.
And then on the 26th is the budget, yeah.
So what time?
Wait a second, I thought that you decided we were, when I made this, I talked to you about it. And I thought you decided that you wanted to do the budget hearing at the same time.
We decided not to do that.
A long time ago.
Okay,
We decided we wanted to hear the public comment. Listen to it, observe, like not make that decision.
Perception is that we had it figured out if we don't make it.
Yeah.
It's already in the bag and that we were gonna vote on it regardless.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Plus, it's just,
Yeah.
it's better to
It's good
keep it
practice.
Good
separate,
practice.
Good practice.
because there's several
okay.
groups that didn't get their truth and trust taxation, because they didn't do it right. Didn't shut the one meeting down.
Well, That's the recommendation from the state. Tax commission also, is that
Be a short meeting there. Oh, no.
the truth and taxation one will be just that. And that, there's nothing to vote on that, it will just
Yeah,
the discussion in the public.
So we had briefly discussed starting that meeting. If we were gonna do the public hearing and the board meeting, starting it at 6, starting with the public hearing. And then moving up to the board meeting.
We, but for the 26th, I will we will look at the agenda. And see where it fits. So there possibly, we could be starting at 5:15, or we might push it to 6, so that we can start with the public hearing. We'll let you know when it's, agenda is posted or set,
After a Jimmy plan.
number, there we go. All right, any other things on your Anything here? Our site visit? No site visit? Right? Go.
I haven't even started a calendar for your site visits. I can't believe it's already August.
There potentially could be a site visit on the 17th, but school has it, we could visit the facilities. Like,
Yeah.
you know, look at construction.
High school pool.
Yeah.
Well, we would love to go look at H and K.
Yeah.
In the plaza.
Let's do that.
The bus barn is done.
Bus barn, oh yeah,
Wow. Forgot about that.
yeah,
On the
Like a
17th.
district tour.
a district tour.
Let's do a district tour.
Do we have a van? We can all
We
ride.
have a suburban.
Do we get a short bus? Yeah.
District tour.
So that's Monday, the 17th. Does that work for everybody? It's pretty dang hot at 1 o'clock, but,
Can we do it earlier?
Monday,
I have enough, I mean, I have enough time, but I can move that.
I have a workout, but I can not show up.
I mean, you will be out.
You give me a time and I'll put it on here.
I mean,
5 a.m.
Huh?
What?
No.
Okay,
I didn't even hear what she said.
One, you want it in the afternoon or not?
No, we want it in the morning.
We're saying maybe.
Let's say
8, 9, 10?
Can we say 10?
the site visit?
Yeah,
Yeah, as long as we're done with Rotary's at noon, so we'll be done by
So
then.
10 o'clock? 10 a.m.?
And
No,
that, and
it's
Jenna,
at noon.
we're not getting that of
Not
that.
at 10.
Huh?
Yeah. We'll do a short tour at 10. And you'd be done by noon.
I have Rotary on the 3rd.
Rotary's the first and third Mondays of every month,
I'll write that down, hold on.
first and third. And there's only two at first.
The first and third.
Yeah.
We could be here at 9:30,
Okay.
so that we could be loaded and not spend a half an hour getting in and out of the suburban. So maybe we could meet at 9:30 on the 17th. Instead of 10.
I'm
Okay.
That's at
9:30.
the, all here.
Here at 9:30 for coffee and donuts.
District.
Hmm.
Let's make it 9.
Then we'll work out.
No,
Yeah.
I gotta do something.
We could just do a morning yoga class. You could.
I'm not doing that.
9:30 AM
Okay,
till
Michelle, you'll make sure that gets in the Google Calendar and I'll forget.
I'm gonna put it in there right now.
And is this the brown Google Calendar?
Oh, yeah.
And everybody has access to the Google Calendar?
I do. I got more calendars on, I got stuff, man.
I would rather you look on your phone, Kathy, if
I know, well, I'm putting it in myself, but I don't know. I
on your Google Calendar. Do you have an iPhone?
do. I have just my regular own calendar, but let's see if I can find it Google.
Yeah, I just have a big calendar.
Oh,
Is
down
it
here.
this way?
So we're gonna say 9:30 to 10.
And 9:30, right? Yeah, 9:30. You'll drop things off somewhere.
And,
So, okay,
so
so,
go to go to the dashes. 3 lines.
so the problem is,
You have to
I
get it
have
in
two
five.
Googles.
Me too, Kathy. That's what I did. That's my problem is that when you merge that school, then you have like,
Cause these are other things. I don't even know what. this is.
You should
These
be
are-
able to put both of your account, like I have 3 different accounts.
But this
on
is
my
this is the
calendar.
picture of this Google, so I don't know.
Yeah,
So if I go
but
here,
right there, your
Yeah.
schools, and then you don't need all those other things. You want,
personal.
this one board member calendar. I want this one, the
So
brown
now I'm
one.
like, what do I do?
Is it
I
brown?
took it out of it, right? I want the board member
Yes.
calendar.
what's it called, Miss Shay?
Board site visit.
No,
Visit
what's the
calendar.
calendar
I
called?
think it's district call.
GCSD board member calendar?
GCSD board member calendar.
Okay, for some, that's new.
Oh,
You
there it
created
is.
that.
Okay, there it all is.
No?
Look at that.
I sure did not.
And you can go and, I don't know.
But Kathy, on your calendar that you just did, do you now have 2 of things? So like for me, when I merged my 2 calendars together, I already had blocked out the year for all the school board meetings, like on my personal calendar that I merged the district off. So now I have like double.
Yeah, but also you will have double because I'll I'll have the high school calendar
Oh, yeah,
and the
I don't
district.
even see all those. I turn.
So-
I don't need them. Yeah.
So they
you-
are listed numerous times.
You might have doubles because when I make it, so for board meetings, I put them on my work calendar, then I put it on the district office
Yep,
calendar,
Mhm.
and then I put it on the boardroom reservation calendar.
Yeah.
And then it also goes on the board member calendar.
Right, cause I was having, and then there was something, somehow I subscribed to the principals calendar. Like I did the principals and they had the wrong date, like they had not gone back to edit. So I was having meetings on here that, yeah, it was a little bit crazy when I merged.
Do you guys wanna add the
No.
Grand County activities?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. It's one of the-
Athletics, you got that?
Yeah, I just don't, I don't
How do I,
subscribe to those.
I don't know, how do I add that? It's not an option. for
It's
me.
right here on the side. You have all these on the side. Like,
I think you have to request them.
Because, yeah, the only other ones that are options are these ones. So I could do district, high school, or no one.
you want this? Yeah.
Remember
Maybe I'll have to
somebody,
be included.
maybe. It might be in the Google.
But I
It might be in the
Google.
Google.
I'm like. Oh, yeah.
Look on Google Calendar on your,
Is recording stuff.
remember we got a, how to do it kind of thing, but.
Do we have a, what do you call it, executive session?
Couple minutes. Okay.
Facilities.
We need to schedule facilities. Thank you, Dave.
Oh, good, Dave.
Yeah.
Let's get that scheduled as soon as possible.
Yeah,
What's next week look like?
fine with me.
Not on Wednesday.
Hmm.
What's the name of the calendar, the event calendar?
I think it says.
Grand 24-25 Grand County Activities Athletics, or it could be the high school, I'm not really. sure.
No, it says activities.
But he might make a new one for this year.
It's 24, 25 Grand County activities / athletics.
Oh, it's an email. I have to add.
It's purple. Oh, it's just the high school.
For what?
Thursday, August sixth.
The facilities meetings? I have no idea.
What time?
What time do you wanna meet?
I can't meet at 2:30. 2:30 through.
No, yeah, it looks like I have a Grand County Education Foundation meeting at 4.
Okay, I can meet after 10 a.m.
I was gonna say like 11.
Okay,
Okay,
Does that work for you, Matthew?
Mm-hmm.
facilities, tell me again the date.
The 6th?
11 a.m.
oh, the 6, yeah.
You wanna send that invite out?
And what time?
11.
Yeah, I have time to get through my Pilates and that stuff.
That's what I was worried about.
My Pilates is really, that's a serious deal.
Do you wanna meet in here or the other?
Did you add it, Kathy?
No, I couldn't find it. It's
Okay.
just, I don't know.
I think you go to this plus.
Right, so, okay, so you go to, yeah, other calendars. I put plus. Subscribe to calendar, browse calendars, subscribe, but then I have to, then it says I need to put in a URL, like.
Okay, who all is on that?
It's.
Melissa, myself,
Matt, Gary.
Gary.
So.
I have a drop down of your name, Jenna's name, Emily Ballard,
That was on
that's
six.
fine, and Jeremy's.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Or my options.
I'm learning.
So I can add your name, your calendar.
You want my personal calendar on your.
Yeah, I know, but that's the option was.
I'm trying to think how I subscribe. Let me think.
Or if I browse calendars of interest.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe that.
Oh,
No.
there's no high school.
Cause I have like Grand County High School info, Grand County.
Did you
Middle-
browse it?
So this is now browse.
Yeah, there's no high school.
My trainer was.
Oh,
killing
really?
me.
Is there a
He
URL?
said to me.
You don't, yeah, I don't, you shouldn't have to enter your, it should be like a
You
list
tell
and
him
you just like pick
that
the
you're
ones
willing
you wanna
and he can
subscribe to.
restrain you,
I thought we had to
so
get.
don't let him working too hard.
And I'm pretty sure I
So I
did.
said,
Well, I mean,
okay,
I just was like picking a bunch of them.
There's
Good.
Grand County High School,
Where'd you put that?
well, this one, so I went to, I
I said, Is that- is-
Calendar settings.
We're having a contest.
I think it's supposed to say
It'll be
info.
12.
It's the calendar, right?
That's 21. I have district.
But is
office
that
info.
got, does that have the activities?
Uh-huh, I think it does, because I think it looks like it's purple.
Well, then maybe I can do it.
Okay.
My.
Yeah, grant
You guys don't do anything really
So, like,
serious without me, because I do that.
I keep them hidden.
Rather purple and on my thing.
Mine's blue. Oh, but it is, it's all the, it's all the girls, of
Just
all those.
Is that not?
Right, like girls soccer, vegan, is that what, that's what I, so these are all just the activities
Let me just pick one.
from the high school. So all, okay, so that's good. So
Mine is just prettier.
Point of order.
that is really pretty, but maybe I can,
All right.
maybe there's a way I can
We're
adjust
still working on a calendar.
Yeah, so it. Like HMK's now.
settings.
Gotta add future events. August planning. Is there, also, wondering if, the board would like to, be show up to the first all staff meeting, or do we have an all
Yeah,
staff
that's the
meeting?
breakfast, right?
Is that?
And which one, there's the new teacher and then there's the breakfast, right? The
There is-
breakfast is the one I was talking.
There is no all staff. I mean,
That's what I was talking
Okay.
about.
Okay,
Do you want me to talk about that or no? Wait until after we're done. That, what else mentioned? Let's wait. Till we're-
I think it's.
Yeah, because we're until the minutes.
Update on.
I think you guys tested.
What, that's personnel.
Okay,
Jerry, are we doing like a yard sale?
Not till September, a surplus sale.
Okay.
Okay. Is everybody back? Okay, so now everybody's connected to the Google Calendar with all the updated. Blah, blah,
And my friend,
okay. We do have an executive session. I don't have a paper, Ms. Shea.
Well, you should,
What should I have?
in your folder.
Okay. Help me. We need to go into close for sale of real property and litigation and personnel.
That's all three.
Yeah.
I will make a motion to go into executive session to discuss sale of property, litigation and personnel.
I'll second.
Captain Williams made the motion to go in executive session to talk about sale of real property and litigation and personnel. Dave Gershide second that, roll call vote.
Laura Lee Green. Yes.
Melissa Bird, yes.
Cecily Williams, yes.
Very, very shy.
All right, that is a 4-0 vote. We will go into closed session, executive session at 7:03. And we will turn off the recorder and Zoom.